Okay, so ever since Final Fight came out, it really revolutionized the whole side-scrolling beat 'em up, and ever since then there's been a lot of Final Fight clones. But there's one game in particular that I've heard about, but I've never seen in the arcade. I've never played in the arcades, but I'm gonna go ahead and play it today, and that game is Violent Storm. Now, this is from Konami, which is definitely a competitor to Capcom. And so obviously they took a lot of inspiration from Final Fight. But let's see whether or not this is anywhere near close to Final Fight. I think it will be really good because it is from Konami. But let's see. You got 3 characters, just like Final Fight, so I'm gonna choose this character. And already, the graphics are really great. But, if you can hear it, it's the music. This is, wow, this is awesome music. And right off the bat, this game is a whole lot faster, it moves faster, even with a large character like this. Yeah, I mean right away, this is already fun. And I could definitely say, out of the countless Final Fight clones so far, this is really sweet. But obviously, without playing it longer, you don't really know overall how good it's going to be. But right off the bat, this is definitely a really, really good side-scrolling fighting game. And the characters on this, they're huge, actually. Man, but I'm really loving the music, that's first and foremost, and just the speed of it. This is a really fast fighting game. And everything is very similar to Final Fight, so if you play that or any other side-scrolling fighting game, then there's really not too much difference here. Man, I don't know who did the music, but boy, I wish they would make more music like this. It's been a long time, but this would be awesome if the same people did this music, did this other arcade game or other game music. Okay, man, this is so fast. And you gotta remember, back in the 90s, this game was made in 1993. Having large graphics was, you know, really a great thing when it comes to graphics, you know, because at that time, you know, graphical power, it did matter, and you definitely did see a difference. Now, unfortunately, this game, as far as I know, never came out for any home systems. And if it did, I'm pretty sure the Sega Saturn, PlayStation would have done a great job in doing this. And even the Neo Geo could have done this as well, for sure. This first boss, pretty easy though, compared to Final Fight. You just knock them out. Oh, I say that, then I get killed. Oh, all right. Let's do the special. Yeah. So that's stage 1 with Boris. So far, already pretty awesome. Even the map looks like Final Fight as well. Let's see how far we can get. And there's definitely some, you know, differences or variety in terms of the scenes. Look at the background. Now we're on top of a train. So that's something that we didn't have in Final Fight. But Final Fight did come out earlier than this. It came out in 1989, and it still holds up really well today. But I'm really surprised this game didn't get more attention because it's really fun. And I've got to keep going back to the music. The music just really, along with the speed, really make this game, okay? And of course, you know, the trademark Konami gameplay and everything else that comes with it, of course, it really adds to this game overall. Even though this is similar to Final Fight, Violent Storm is definitely its own thing. I really would have loved to have this on the home consoles, you know. And if this was in an arcade where I could play it, I would have definitely played this game. Just the fact that it says Konami, I'd probably play it anyway, but the fact that it's really good, it's Final Fight clone or Final Fight Lite. I love Final Fight. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Still, Final Fight has something that, even though you could copy it, you'll never be able to beat Final Fight. You know, you could copy elements of it, but it'll never be Final Fight. Let's see if I could choose another character. Okay. So normally you have the one character that is in the middle of the two, you know, has some power and speed. You have one that's really fast. This one looks like the fast one. Then you usually have this slow one. That's normally how games work in this type of genre. And it does have some humor, you know. It have things going on in the background and stuff. And I like this character. It's fast. And you know, out of Final Fight, my favorite character was Guy. So there's one more character in here. He's probably more like Cody. So, but let's see. But even the Boris guy, I thought that was more like Hagar. He was really fast. This guy's even faster, actually. Sweet. Man, there's so many things coming. There's like no moment to stop in this one. It's definitely wants to keep the action going. Now, the one thing I do notice is the enemies. There's really not as much variety as there is with Final Fight. And at least for me, Final Fight, it had a lot of detail to attention. Not to say that this doesn't, but the level of detail that Final Fight had is pretty high. Whoa, great. Oh, this is cool. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, this is definitely different from the first boss. That's another thing. Oh, wow. Okay, so the first boss was easy. This one is definitely more challenging, for sure. Oh, okay. Still fairly easy, though. But we'll see, because I'm actually fighting like two bosses here. I guess this guy and then the other guy. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, yeah. Come on, man. Alright, now I'm going to try the main character. Yeah, he's a lot like Cody. His name is Wade. Yeah, he's slower. Way slower. Even slower than the Boris guy, definitely. But he looks like his punches and stuff are stronger. Man, this has trademark Konami music. This has elements of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles if you listen to the music. That was funny. Man, I love, wow. Music, sound effects, best part. I'm gonna keep saying that over and over because it is just so fun to listen to, and it keeps you going. So now we're in the city scene. And another thing is, you know, even though the characters here, they're really large. And as I mentioned a little bit earlier, it's like the attention to detail. There's not as much detail to the backgrounds and stuff as there are in a Final Fight game. Yeah, his punches fast. This music's... They actually have rap and different types of voices. Man, the voice work in here is excellent. When it comes to the singing, they're singing. Let's just say that. They're singing in this game, which is really different. Alright. So I'll play one more level after this, but I can already tell this is definitely a really, really fun game. And it has its own unique feel. So if you play this, you won't mistake it for Final Fight because it is its own thing. And that's a good thing. But I wouldn't expect anything less from Konami, you know. But I'm really surprised that number one, this didn't come out at home, and number two, they didn't have a sequel to this, you know. Maybe it didn't do well, you know. I think it would have been really fun. Let me get some pizza. Oh man, so this has a really Road Warrior type feel. And actually some of these characters look like they are from Road Warrior. Come on. Oh, getting destroyed. Okay. Boy, he's not even a boss. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we're inside a bar. Okay. And in terms of like my favorite side-scrolling beat-em-ups, I would say Final Fight is my favorite. But the second after that is Streets of Rage, you know. And a lot of people say Streets of Rage 2 is the best. It is amazing. Streets of Rage 2 is amazing. But for me, it was the first one, you know. And honestly, if like whenever Streets of Rage came out, if it could have had like arcade graphics like Final Fight, yeah, that would have really changed my mind maybe when I was younger, because Streets of Rage was really, really awesome. But there's, once again, something about Final Fight that just made it so much fun, replayable, and different, you know? Oh man, right? This, I don't know if she's the boss, she might be. Yeah, boy. And this game is definitely easier than Final Fight, I would say. The AI, it's a lot simpler. You just like bash them, you know. Okay, so here's the boss. Nope, it's not the boss. Thought it was the boss. Come on. Oh man, I just got destroyed. Oh, okay, yeah, that's definitely familiar. His name is Lollipop. It's funny. Okay, so I'm guessing this next part's gonna be the boss, or close to it. Maybe he's a chef. Ooh. There's a road warrior. Kind of get used to the enemy. So, since it came out in 1993, I'm guessing this is the same board or graphics power that they were using for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's very similar, but then again, Konami has a very Konami type look and sound as well, so you know you're playing a Konami game. Oh, there's that guy from the last level. Oh man, is he the final boss? Oh wow, who's this? This is a Hercules. Ooh. Oh, crap. Oh, man. Smashing. Oh. Alright, died there. I'm just gonna beat this up. Oh. Yeah. Oh man, come on. Yeah, this guy's hits is a lot stronger. But once again, really relatively easy, you know. Just punch and avoid them, and that's about it. So the bosses, at least on this game, for me, they're not quite as memorable. Oh man. Great. Alright. I like this fast character. Oh. Oh yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and play one more stage of Volume Storm. And maybe later I'll probably play this all the way through and pass the game. Yeah, this is a pretty, well, it's about the same length. Come on. Yeah. Go. Come on. And I've never seen these characters in any other game, because you know a lot of these game companies would do that. They'll do crossovers, especially in like fighting games. Okay. They're not too hard. Okay. Oh, come on. Man, this would have been really great if this came out in home consoles, you know. It would have been great to add this to my collection when I bought a lot of games when I was a kid. This would have definitely been on my games collection. Oh. But if it came out on maybe like the Genesis or Super Nintendo, I don't think, I mean, they would have been able to do it, but obviously they wouldn't have these large of a sprites. So Saturn, PlayStation, and above could definitely do this game justice. And I just like the name of this game too, Violent Storm. That's a really cool name. And I would say it's a better name than Final Fight, I would say. It just sounds cool to say Violent Storm. Ooh. Okay. So I would say he's one of the harder characters to beat. Let's bring on Boris. Alright. Let's see what we got. Now we're in a factory. Seems like all types of side-scrolling beat 'em up, they have similar levels. And there's definitely going to be some type of elevator stage, which there always is. Oh. That's so funny. Got smashed. Oh, come on. Okay. There's really not much of a difference with these enemies. You know, like they have a different color. They're not any stronger or weaker. It's just a color swap, but there's not a difference. Okay. Now, if this came out on the Neo Geo, I would definitely not be surprised. You know, I mean, if I never played this, I probably would have thought this is on a Neo Geo because these are the type of games you normally get on it. Oh. You know, Neo Geo definitely had a lot of fighting games, including side-scrolling beat-em-ups. And I think one of the first ones I played was a Burning Fight. That was good, but generic. That was definitely a Final Fight clone. I enjoyed Ninja Combat a lot more. That was really fun. Come on. Alright. That's the boss. Okay. These bosses' names are so... I say boring. Like, his name is Doyle. Oh man, this kind of reminds me of Aliens with those metal arms. Come on. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle music right here. Come on. Got you. Got you. Oh. And I wonder if the last boss is that purple guy. Probably not. He's probably like the next to last boss, and you don't really see the last boss till you get there. Which is kind of the case with nearly all these side-scrolling beat-em-ups most of the time. There's a boss that you think's the final one, but they're not. Come on. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Got it. Yeah. Doyle. Wow. Yeah. That was violent. So, that is Violent Storm. I would definitely say, even though Final Fight is still a better game, and I don't think there's going to be any game better than that, possibly just Streets of Rage, this is still a really great fun time, you know. And the top things that I love, first and foremost, the music, the sound in this, it's awesome, and the speed of everything, you know. Those are like two things that I really enjoyed about this, and of course, it's a fun game. So, if you actually had any thoughts on Violent Storm, Final Fight, Streets of Rage, any other side-scrolling beat-em-ups that you've enjoyed, be sure to leave it in the comments area below. And if you did want to see my Final Fight, you know, review, thoughts, we'll leave that in the description area below or in the video above.